Sawadee ka. Good day, everyone, and welcome to our subject math with Teacher T. I hope that you're doing well and keep safe always. But before we proceed our lesson, I just want you to prepare your pen and your paper because later I'm going to give you your activity quiz. And today our lesson is about dividing three digit numbers by one digit number. And in this video, I'm going to discuss how to divide your three digit numbers by one digit number. So we have two examples here, although the problems are similar in a way that there are three digit numbers divided by one digit number. And there are differences between these two problems, and you will know this how the different as we work through. Okay, and this is our first example. 731 divided by 3. Always remember that 731 is our dividend and 3 is our divisor. And on the top, that is our quotient or answer. But for now, we don't have. And later, I'm going to discuss and how to do a division process. Okay. The first thing that we need to do is set the problem up. So we have 731, that is our dividend. So when we set the problem up, the dividend goes underneath the division bar. Okay, remember. That's the number we're splitting or dividing up. Okay, and 3 is our second number, and that's our divisor or across outside your screen on the top of our screen. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, and repeat. Okay, first step is divide. So we need to divide now. 7 divided by 3. Think about it. How many whole groups of 3 that we can pull out in our number 7? So we have 2 because 3 groups would need 9, but we have only 7. Two whole groups of 3 out of 7. Very good. Now we have to multiply and repeat, subtract, bring down, and repeat again. Okay, this is our division process. 731 divided by 3. 7 divided by 3. As I said, how many groups of 3 that we can pull out in our dividend number 7? Of course, only 2. So we need to put our answer or our number 2 on the top of number 7. And then what are we going to do? We have to multiply our number 2 to our divisor. So 2 times 3 equals 6. Okay, next, what are we going to do? We have to subtract. 7 minus 6 equals 1. And always remember that 1 we can't divide to our divisor because 1, our dividend, is smaller than our divisor. So what do we need? We have to bring down our number 3. So now we have 13. So we can't divide now. And how many whole groups of 3 that we can pull out in our number 13? Think about it. How many? Of course, 4. So we have to put our number 4 on the top of our number 3. Okay, and repeat again. 4 times 3, 12. So we have here 13 subtract 2, 12 equals 1. And again, we can't divide our dividend is smaller than our divisor. So what are we going to do? We have to bring down again our number 1. So we have again number 11. So we can't divide now. 11 divided by 3. How many 3 or whole groups of 3 that we can pull out in our number 11? So how many? We have 3. So we need to put our number 3 on the top of number 1 in our dividend. Okay, and we repeat again to multiply. 3 times 3 equals 9. So we need to subtract again. 9 subtract 9, 11 rather, subtract 9 equals 2. So we have 2 here. And what are we going to do? We don't any number anymore. So 2 is our remainder. Now, we don't have anything else to bring down. We want all the way over to the 1's place. That's why we have remainder here. So what are we going to do again? We have to put our remainder 2 on the top of our quotient. So our answer is 243 remainder 2. Okay? This is our first step or first example. So next, let's proceed to our second example. We have here 430 divided by 5. Okay, same process. What are we going to do again? We have to divide our dividend to our divisor. So 4 we can't divide because our dividend is smaller than our divisor. So what are we going to do? We need 2 digits. So we have 43. So we can divide now. So how many whole groups of 5 that we can pull out in our 43? 43 is our dividend. So think about it. We have 8. So we have to put our number 8 on the top of our number 3 because we have 2 digits inside. Okay. So 8 times 5, we have 40. Okay. So we have to subtract 43, subtract 2, 8, or rather 40. So we have 3. And now 3 we can't divide again to our divisor because our divisor is higher than our dividend. So what are we going to do? We have to bring down our 0. And now we have 30. So we can divide again. So 30 divided by 5, how many whole groups of 5 that we can pull out in our number 30? Think about it again. We have 6. So we have to put our number 6 on the top of our 0. Again, we have to repeat. 6 times 5. How much? 30. So we have 30 subtract to 30 equals 0. Always remember that when we subtract the same number, our difference is 0. And now we don't have remainder here. So what is the difference between our number 1 and number 2? Number 1, we have a remainder there, and in number 2, we don't have any remainder here. And so some other differences have between number 1 and number 2. As I said, number 1 we have a remainder. In number 2 we don't have any remainder. But we were able to take a look in our first number in the dividend and divide. And now We have two differences there, but overall we use the same process. And here is your activity quiz, and you have to answer, and after that you have to send it back to me. Thank you, and sawadika. Keep safe, everyone. Bye.